I know that right now, life may seem overwhelming. You might be feeling tired, broken, or simply lost. Maybe you're struggling to make ends meet, dealing with a broken relationship, or feeling like you're not good enough. And maybe, just maybe, you're tempted to click away, to avoid facing something that might challenge you. But I need you to hear this. Do not skip this message, because skipping this could change your life in the worst way. I am reaching out to you today for a reason. And what I have to share could be the key to saving you from unnecessary heartache, from lost hope, and from choices you'd regret deeply. Stay with me, because this message is meant to bring you light, even in the darkest of moments. You may think that all this talk of change and warning is dramatic, but think for a moment. How many times in life have you missed something because you didn't pay attention? How many opportunities have slipped away, not because they weren't meant for you, but because fear or distraction got in the way? I want to show you a different path, one that leads to peace, to purpose, and to a deep understanding of my love for you. Let me take you back to a story you may not have heard before. It's the story of Lot and his family as they fled from the city of Sodom, Genesis 19:15-26. I sent my angels to save Lot and his family, to warn them to leave because the city was about to face destruction. I asked them not to look back, not to cling to the past. But Lot's wife turned around, and in that moment of disobedience, she lost her life. She turned into a pillar of salt. That one moment, that one decision, changed everything for her. It's easy to judge her choice, but the truth is, many of us are just like Lot's wife. We look back, we linger, and we hesitate when I am calling us to move forward. Just like when we hold on to a toxic relationship or refuse to move on from a mistake that keeps us stuck. I want you to know that today, I am calling you to move forward. Don't look back at the things that hurt you. Don't let guilt, resentment, or fear keep you from the future I have planned for you. Don't turn back to old habits that I have asked you to let go of. When you hold on to the past, you miss the future I have prepared for you. Today is the day you can choose to let go, to trust that I have a plan for you, a plan that is so much greater than anything you're holding on to. There is another story that I want to share with you, the story of Jonah. Jonah 1 verse 1-17. I asked Jonah to go to Nineveh and share my message with the people there, but Jonah didn't listen. He ran away, thinking he could avoid what I was asking of him. My child, when you run from my calling, you often run into more trouble. Jonah found himself in the belly of a great fish because he tried to skip what I was asking of him. It's like avoiding a difficult but necessary conversation, hoping it will just go away, only to find the problem growing bigger. Yet even there in the depths, I heard Jonah's cries and I saved him. I gave him a second chance. Think of the Israelites as they wandered through the desert. Numbers 14:1-34. I promised them a land flowing with milk and honey, but when they faced obstacles, they doubted my promise. They chose fear over faith, and because of that, an entire generation missed out on entering the promised land. My child, I don't want you to miss out on the blessings I have for you. Don't let fear of failure or fear of the unknown make your decisions. Don't let the voices of doubt drown out my voice of truth. I am with you, and I will never leave you. If you feel like you're at a crossroad, unsure of which way to turn, I want you to remember what I said in Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight. This is a promise I am making to you right now. Trust me, and I will direct your path. It may not always be easy, and it may not always make sense, but it will always lead you to where you are meant to be. Remember the story of someone who trusted me despite uncertainty, like a person leaving a stable job to pursue a calling they felt deep in their heart, and how I provided for them every step of the way. You might be wondering, how do I know if this message is for me? Let me tell you, if you are here right now listening, then this is for you. I see you. I know the burdens you carry, the silent battles you fight. You may think that no one notices, that no one cares, but I do. I care more than you can imagine. Even the smallest struggles, like the overwhelming stress of daily tasks, or the fear of not being enough, matter to me. I want to help you carry those burdens. I want to walk with you through every storm, every valley, every dark night. I am reaching out to you because I love you, and I don't want you to face life's challenges alone. Right now you have a choice. You can skip this message, you can turn away, or you can stay with me and allow me to speak into your life. What happens next is up to you. I want you to see what's possible when you place your trust in me, when you decide to listen instead of turning away. Trusting me might look like taking that leap of faith in a job change or forgiving someone who hurt you deeply. I want to bless you, to bring peace into your heart, to show you the purpose I have for you. But I can only do that if you stay, if you listen, if you trust. If you're finding comfort in my words and want to continue this journey with me, consider subscribing. Let my voice be a daily reminder of the love and guidance I have for you. Together, we can face whatever comes your way, one day at a time. Think of Peter when he walked on water. Matthew 14, verse 22 to 33. When I called him to step out of the boat, Peter trusted me. He took those first steps, and for a moment he experienced something miraculous. But then he took his eyes off of me and looked at the storm around him. Fear took over, and he began to sink. My child, I reached out my hand to Peter, and I will reach out my hand to you too. When you feel like you're sinking, maybe because you've lost your job or because a relationship has ended, look to me. Keep your eyes on me, and I will not let you fall. You see, it's easy to be distracted by the storms, the worries, the fears, the doubts. It's easy to think that skipping my words, skipping the hard parts of this journey will make things easier. But the truth is, when you skip what I have for you, you miss the miracle. You miss the moments when I pull you up, when I show you that you are capable of so much more than you believe. I am calling you to step out of the boat, to trust me, to keep your eyes on me, even when the waves seem high, like when you're facing financial stress or relationship issues that seem impossible to resolve. There's something else I want you to remember, the story of the prodigal son. Luke 15, verse 11 to 32. The son took his inheritance and left, thinking he could find happiness on his own terms. But when everything fell apart, when he found himself lost and broken, he remembered his father. He returned, not expecting forgiveness, but hoping for a place as a servant. Instead, his father ran to him, embraced him, and celebrated his return. My child, I am that father. No matter how far you've wandered, no matter how many times you've chosen to skip my words, I am here, ready to embrace you. Just like a family welcoming back a loved one who has been estranged for years, I will always welcome you back with open arms. I want you to understand that my love for you is not conditional. It doesn't depend on how perfect you are or how many times you get it right. I love you because you are mine. I created you, I know you, and I want the best for you. Even when you feel like you've messed up too many times, even when you think you're not worthy of my love because of your mistakes, I am here telling you that you are. You are worth it. You are loved. Sometimes, the hardest thing to do is to believe that you are deserving of love and grace. Maybe you feel unworthy because of a mistake you made at work, or a time when you let someone down. But I want you to look at Zacchaeus, Luke 19, 1 to 10. He was a tax collector, a man despised by many. Yet when he climbed that tree just to catch a glimpse of me, I noticed him. I called him down, and I went to his house. I didn't care about what others thought of him. I cared about his heart. And I care about your heart too. No matter what others say, no matter how society may judge you, I see you for who you truly are, and I love you. My child, do not skip this message. Do not skip the chance to let me into your heart, to let me show you who you really are. Beloved, cherished, and enough. I am here, and I want to walk with you through every step of your journey. I want to be the one who lifts you when you fall, who comforts you when you cry, who rejoices with you when you triumph. You are not alone, and you never will be. Remember, just like a community that rallies around someone in need, I am always here, rallying around you, cheering for you, and standing by your side. If this message has touched your heart, I invite you to like this video. By doing so, you are not only affirming your faith, but you are also helping others find this message. Liking the video is like shining a light that others can see, a beacon of hope for those who may be silently struggling. Let's spread my love and hope to those who need it most. Together we can be a light in a world that sometimes feels so dark. Together we can be a light in a world that sometimes feels so dark. And I want to hear from you. Comment, I trust Jesus. Your voice matters. Let's build a community of faith, of love, of support. You are part of something bigger. You are part of my family, and I am always with you. In the end, my beloved, the choice is yours. You can skip this and go back to the noise of the world, or you can choose to stay, to listen, and to let my words transform your heart. What happens if you skip this could change your life in the worst way. Not because I want to punish you, but because I want to protect you from the pain that comes from trying to do it all alone. Let me in. Let me be your guide, your comfort, your strength. Together we can face anything. Take a deep breath. Feel my presence with you now. Know that you are loved, that you are seen, and that you are not alone. I am with you always, and I will never stop reaching out to you. Stay blessed, my precious child. Let's walk this journey together, one step at a time.